Alright, you're with Al, and this is Down the Line, episode 2 of Tour Diaries with the Biff. He's still out in Cyprus, so we're going to have a little catch up on how he played last week in the Cyprus Open. A little bit of a review of his tournament, what he felt like he did right, what he felt he did wrong, and how we can take that into this week, because it's the same golf course for the Cyprus Showdown, and he's had a little bit of different preparation than you'd think he might have. A little bit controversial, actually. So we catch up with the Biff. I've got to go, because I'm going to go play my last few holes. Literally going to play 5 holes before lockdown kicks in tomorrow. So I hope everyone's doing all right. I hope you enjoy this. Let's get on with Wisdom Biff. Actually, it's not Wisdom Biff. It's Sophisticated Biff this week, apparently.
I've got a glass. Speaking of glasses,
Got a random beer.
nice. It beats my strawberry daiquiri that I had around the pool yesterday.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? I got hailed on before.
Mate, honestly, I've had the loudest, and they were pretty short shorts as well on. Literally, I had in my earpods, had a bit of Wham Club Tropicana drinking a strawberry daiquiri, thinking, what am I doing here? It's like strutting around the place.
Pretty short shorts on, that is not enjoyable for anyone by the pool.
I am bringing back the Speedo. Honestly, I'm a bit like, I should have worn Speedos. 100%. Like a little red pair of Speedos.
Family
A
resort.
pair of Carrera sunglasses from the 1980s. I'd have looked absolute mustard.
You wouldn't.
What? Were you trying to say I can't pull that off?
You wouldn't. It's not the 80s anymore, and you don't look like you were in the 80s now.
I'll tell you what, I do look sophisticated as. Glass of wine, big bins on. Look at me go.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Right, let's get on to last week.
Yeah.
Good finish, 21st, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You know what? I played all right. To be fair, I just did 3 balls out of bounds.
Oh, during the week, did you? Because you had to double it, 3 of the 4 rounds. 3 double.
Yeah, so there's 6 shots gone. So that would have put me at 17 under, which would have put me right up there.
Mad, isn't it? 6 shots.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm swinging driver hard. I'm not really caring where it's going. I'm just trying to get the speed back up, back to miles better. I don't know if you look on Twitter today, you see nearly 180 ball speed again. Woo, he's back. So no good. But one of the other ones was with a 5 iron, so not so good.
Where? What hole?
Par 3.
Oh, was it?
Last round going nicely. I think it was 4 or 5 under par. 5th shot, only 200 yards to flag. Yeah, out of bounds.
Oh, what did you do then?
Well, hit my 3rd shot until we were in 2 putted.
Yeah, but what did you do to hit it out of bounds? I mean, you know what I mean.
I hit it right.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
to be fair, no, it's an elevated tee. I feel like I'm making an excuse. Wind was in at the left. I've just heeled it a little bit, and it's just gone, and then it's
doesn't
just
take much, does it?
Down here. It takes a lot. That was a bad golf shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help.
I like how you being positive then, saying, "Oh, it doesn't take much to hit it out of bounds with an iron." No. It was a shit golf shot.
I'm just very aware you've got to play the same course this week, so I'm just trying to keep the positive.
Yeah, I like that. It was mid-air. It was in the air, and I'm asking Jay for another ball.
You could actually see it as well.
Oh, just like that.
Wow. That's good
like,
for you. You could actually see it. Normally,
I know, yeah.
No idea.
I wasn't saying to Jay, where that gone? I have my glasses on, you see.
So one of you can see now. That's good.
Well, he's got his glasses on as well, so we're all good.
Oh, nice. Yeah, sophisticated everywhere. Well done. So yeah, that 6 shots is. Did you feel like you were going to lose the plot at any point? Because just to put this into like a bit of perspective, me and Pablo have sometimes tendency to lose the plot, sometimes aggressively on the golf course. Paul's quite like, it'll come out of nowhere for you. Like, he's quite sly about it. You'd think he's not really, he's a calm, he's like dead flat on the golf course, doesn't really get too emotional. And then
a club goes in half. And a club goes over my knee.
Yeah, someone's burst something and it's just like, bang.
I actually remember playing with you. We got through 5 holes at home in practice, and I snapped the wedge on the 5th green. Well, walking to the 5th green. Let's just snapped it.
And we went in after 5.
Yeah, we played 5 holes. And literally, I was like, la-di-da-di-da-da, snap, going in.
Did you feel like that this week?
No. To be fair, I was less of a mental this week. Even when I hit one out of bounds, I hit one out of bounds on 14 and birdied the same hole with my next balls, make bogey. So not going full lunatic, which is nice.
That's good. Well, that's something you'd spoke about. We'd spoke about on the phone about the last few events where you'd got a bit like berating yourself, probably a bit chimpy, and you were giving yourself quite a lot of abuse and easily getting down on yourself. You
but that's the thing. Like I wasn't getting angry.
Flashing down here, by the way.
Yeah, good. That's the thing, though. It wasn't that I was getting angry. I was turning it in on myself and calling myself all kinds, and actually getting down, like actually, like, you know, rather than like not getting on with it. I was actually going, shit, go, you know, rather than just getting angry, snapping something and moving on. It's like, no, I've got to be able to turn it in on myself. Where now I'm just going lunatic again.
Well, I think that can be quite good at times, though, because it can give you that. Sometimes you need a bit of a kick up your arse on the golf course. I'm not talking about you specifically, just everyone in general. Yeah. And I mean, personally, I always feel like I'm better when I'm a little bit fired up rather than being, just plod your way around the golf course. Yeah. It's each to their own, I suppose, on that front, isn't it?
Yeah.
But positives, back to positives. 21st with, I mean, throwing 6 shots away. All right, you're going to make bogeys and stuff. The doubles, I think, are avoidable, aren't they? You're going to make bogeys, but I did notice a couple were on or certainly one of them was on a par 5 where you're looking to pick a shot up. So you've almost dropped 3 shots to the field there, really.
Yeah. Well, winged it out of bounds.
Straight off the tee.
Yeah, 7. Cheers. 630 yard par 5. So it's not it's not a proper birdie chance. It's not one you're knocking up. Well, to be fair, I did knock it up there in 2 one of the days.
Yeah.
But because I'm just trying to jump on it. But on the other day when I did jump on it, you kind of give it one of them and. I'll play 3 from here. Cheers.
How have you found it then? Do you think overall you actually picked up shots because you were trying to whack it, or
no? As soon as you start in and out of bounds, you lose so much the strokes gained. Okay. It's almost impossible to pick those shots up again.
So that being
effectively, it doesn't matter how far or straight I hit it after the point. I've already dropped 6 shots off the tee.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you.
So I'm not going to be +6 off the tee. I've got to get +6 to get back to level.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So
not really.
It's one of those, but going forward.
No, I don't know what you mean now.
No, well,
to be honest, I was just listening to the rain there. It's absolutely hammering down.
Okay.
Kind of drifted away a little bit.
It's not like you. It's normally like a pigeon on the roof or something. No, the rest of it was good though. I'm actually gaining with the putter as well.
That's because you were doing that a lot. Most of the tournaments, you maybe had a run of 3, like from US Open, where you weren't as good with put away. But before that and after, you've gained pretty much 3 events, haven't you?
Well, I went to see Mike Kansky, Putting Solutions, Phil Kenyon's matey boy, and I saw him a little while ago. To be fair, he's a great lad, Mike. And it was funny because you're in the room with him, and he's like, "Oh, I was looking at your stats the other day, and it's like, how are you feeling?" I said, "Well, I'm just struggling with this, and this isn't quite happening. I'm struggling on left to righters, and I'm seeing this." He goes, "Yeah, well, statistically, it's a bit funny for you, that isn't it? Because putting's a strength." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, what?
Yeah, it's like statistically, putting is a strength. I was like, "Who are you talking to?" It's amazing, isn't it? Like in your head, you're like, "Oh, I'm crap putter, I can't put."
Convince yourself.
Yeah. Then statistically, it's like, "Oh, this is inside 5 foot. You're actually one of the best in the world."
It's mad, isn't it?
Who are you talking to? Unbelievable.
Even me, if someone asked me, where do you think Paul doesn't quite match up to ability, I'd probably say it's putting, just because you say it all the time.
Yeah, mad, isn't it? Yeah, literally, honestly, inside 6 foot for a period, I was one of the best in the world inside 6 foot. Never missed. Didn't miss. Mad that. Didn't know anything outside of 6 foot, but didn't miss inside 6 foot.
How much confidence does that give you, though, going forward, when someone actually points out, says, "Look at the statistics, proof"?
Well, I've done a little. Yes, I think I've done a little bit of work this week. Don't get me wrong, some of the technical stuff that I need to go and do, but that's in the back of your mind again. And it's like, oh, you're actually all right at this ball. Stop being an absolute clown.
So, well, that's never going to happen, by the way.
No. You know me too well.
That's just...
So this wine's going down well. It's getting shorter.
You smashed that in.
Oh, have I? What do you really want to know? Give me another glass of this. I'll tell you everything.
Aggressive beer, this. So, This week's obviously a bit different for you because you never really have 2 events in a row at the same place apart from this year. The last couple of, I mean, we know you've been at the pool with strawberry daiquiris and your speedos, and that's not your normal preparation for a tournament.
No,
Practice
that's normal. That's completely normal.
Yeah?
That's what I do. Yeah, that's just me.
Practice rounds.
What?
You lie by the pool, put your speeders on, strawberry daiquiri.
Yeah.
What else have you done to get ready for next week?
This week, I shaved my head and did my beard. Obviously got a bit more of a tan as well, which I'm really quite proud of. I've got rid of a bit of my golfer's tan. They're the main points of prep so far this week. Getting over hangovers. I am actually joking. Yeah. To be fair, no, I had Monday off because obviously need a bit of a break. And today I've gone up. So last week I didn't wedge it too well, so that was my main point of focus. And a little bit with the driver. Obviously still trying to whack it and trying to get it in play as well. And then went and did a little bit of putting as well. So again, so we're keeping inside that sort of 6 foot mark as good as they can keep it, and then they can be aggressive of it. But no, I'm going to go and play 9 holes tomorrow. The great thing with this place is they can move a couple of tees and change the look of some holes. So the 7th hole, we played at 150, 160 yards one day. We played at 100 the next day. So move around, but there is a tee right at the back, which is going to play at 200 or whatever it is, 220. The only trouble why we couldn't use it last week is I think we're only going to get a day's play on it because of how small it is. Right. So once we have a full day's play and it taking divots out of it, you're going to struggle to use it again. Yeah. So I think they wanted to save that for this new innovative tournament that we're going to have, this old Cyprus Showdown.
Of course, yeah. So that being, is it top 32 make the weekend?
Yeah, so without being crude and talking about cash, they're doing the standard, your top 60, 65 players and ties make a certain amount of blanket money.
Okay.
But the top 32 play the weekend. Right. So then Saturday is the top 32 players, and then that's dwindled down to the top 32 in ties, and then that's
reset after 2 rounds, though, isn't it?
Say again.
The scores are reset after 2 rounds.
So you start again. And then there's a shootout then for over 18 holes for the top 16 and ties to get into the last day. Scores are reset again, and it's a full-blown 18-hole shootout for the winner.
I mean, that's got to change your game plan a little bit, hasn't it? Because I think top 32, all right, you've got to play good golf to get top 32. You would fancy yourself playing in a normal tournament, playing the way that you play normally to be top 32. After that, does it change and you become more aggressive and think you've got to go take everything on, basically? Holes maybe you wouldn't hit drive before you're going for it, or you're hitting it, whacking it.
You have, but there's a lot of wedges on this course, so there's a lot of chances. What you can't go and do is do what I did last week and start winging a few out of bounds, because then you're knackered.
Yeah.
If you start making doubles, you're just like, so you're looking at 4 or 5 under par. It's hard to shoot those numbers if you're making a double or 2 in a round because you're giving it that off the tee.
Yeah.
Try and knock it on your par 4 and hitting a few in a bush.
Not ideal, that really.
No.
Although you did end up shooting 4 under par in the last round with a double, so.
Yeah, true.
So it is there. Yeah. You've got to take a lot of confidence going into that then, the week being coming off the back of that. Yeah, a couple of mistakes, and he's still been finished almost top 20.
Well, you know what? I'm actually playing all right, and me and Jay were talking about it, and I think this was one of the big I last season where I had a good solid year throughout. Okay, I didn't get another win, but gave myself so many chances of winning again. Last year, if I had a bad shot, I'd get away with it. It never really cost me more than par. Somehow this coming out of lockdown stuff, anytime I hit a bad golf shot, it's just a bad golf swing. That's all it is. It seems to absolutely screw me. Like literally out of bounds, hitting a car going over here, up a tree, just making 10 because I've just hit one bad golf shot. Where last season I'd hit a bad golf shot, I'd be, I've got no gap there, knock it out of there, get it up and down, make par, walk on to the next, no big deal. Where here it's like, wow, it's like up over here, a bird's got it, it's taking it over to bloody Egypt, dropped it over there, it's out of bounds. I've just made 22, and I've just not got a chance in hell. And I just keep having that at the moment. It's doing my head in, but It's one of those.
It's the wrong shot at the right time. You've got to hit, haven't you? That's just golf. I mean, that's part of the luck of the draw, really. And certain things you can control to an extent. I think Tiger's probably the best at controlling his bad shots that's ever played, because every bad shot he ever hit, he always seemed to make birdie or par from. But you've got to have a little bit of luck about it as much as anything else as well, I think, when it comes to that, especially those sort of golf courses.
Well, that's the thing, and it's all about momentum at that point. If you get knocked off your little momentum train, it's hard to get back on it, and you just got to kind of keep going.
So, just to finish with, mate, before I let you go, what are you doing tonight? You going out?
Sushi.
Can't go out anywhere, can you? Sushi?
No. Yeah, there's some nice restaurants and stuff, but in the hotel that we're allowed to use, which is brilliant. You know what? Hats off to the staff and everyone this week. It's been they've done a great job. To be fair,
it does look mega.
Yeah, well, it's like the hotel staff's great, but like they've won the European tour as well. You know, to actually put these things on, it's not, you know, in the current situation, dealing with different countries' governments and getting us all here, you know, making sure we're all safe and all that sort of stuff. It's not an easy job. So, you know, thankful that we're still playing, to be fair. You know, obviously UK is going back into lockdown, which is a depressing thought. But there's, you know, I'm so grateful to be still doing this, and, you know, with everything else that's going on. Hopefully we can just get back to real life as soon as possible.
Well, give us the story behind the glasses anyway. A few people have asked that, and someone asked me, they said, what about when it rains? And I said, European tour, they don't play when it rains. They blow the hooter and they go in.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd spit in, everyone in. Piece
of
case catch in it. Spit in, everyone get in.
Melt in the rain.
To be fair, when I've got a cap on, it doesn't get me.
Okay, that works.
That's absolutely fine. Yeah, I started struggling seeing the ball down, but I kind of got on with it. It didn't really bother me. And then I think it was actually with you. I think I just walked over in them one day. I think I had them on around the house, and I wear them for like driving, like night driving. I don't need them. My prescription's only very, very mild, to the point where when I first got these, I looked into laser surgery, and they said my tolerance isn't big enough to warrant laser surgery. But I found that having these on, my focus is much better, especially with a long game, where the target was always a bit hazy. I could always see the flag. I could always see what I wanted to do, but it was just a little bit blurry, a little bit hazy. So then I put these on, and I can pick out a leaf again, you know, sort of 200 yards away. So it's like I want to move it in off that trunk of that tree onto that flag, and sort of the picture's a lot clearer. But also I'm finding it with putting as well. Definitely changes the perception of what level is, definitely, because one eye's slightly stronger or weaker than the other. So I think that throws off sort of my levels a little bit. So I've been aim pointing for a little bit, using my feet, which has helped. But obviously with glasses on, I feel like I can actually read them okay again now.
It's definitely something people would overlook glasses and that. But it is something people would overlook. I had this is going back probably like 5 or 6 years ago now. And Phil Kenyon was talking to me about the putting, and he was asking me to line the line up on the ball. I'd line it up right hand because I'm right-handed, line it up, and it was always just off, always, every time. And he said to me, he said, are you one eye dominant? And I was like, my left eye is stronger than my right. So he said, okay, line the line up with your left hand then, through your left eye. Lined it up, spot on every time. And I'd never do that. Like I'm right-handed, so naturally line it up right. But then your eyes, so I was looking like, because my left eye dominant, looking left eye, lining the line up. And then it was nowhere near because I'm looking over there somewhere. It was amazing the difference though. Just line up with your left hand, and I do it automatically now. But yeah, maybe I should wear my glasses. I would wear my glasses. I've lost them. Maybe that's the secret.
Like it's completely like how are you with depth perception or that sort of thing? It's like it's no different for me. I don't know whether it's a prescription or the way the glasses sit on the head.
You said to me last week as well. You said you've actually been striking the ball better since you've been wearing them.
Yeah, as well. It's weird. I can just focus better, just clearer, crisper. It's like everything's back in HD. It's just makes life a bit easier.
I think what you said, drawing the picture more, and you can get pick your targets out easier. It draws the picture better for you. Your images are stronger. You're going to be more confident over the ball, aren't you? You're going to.
I think so personally, but you know everyone's different as well, though. So I'm not going down the contact route because I can't put stuff in my eye because I'm a wimp. Not doing that. No, absolutely not. we'll consider laser down the line. But I'm going to keep playing with these and see what happens. I'm going to get some. Prescription sunglasses made up as well. I actually been having a conversation with Maui Jim, so let's have a little see what comes out of that. If they help us out, they make some good gear. So little plug there, you see.
Yeah, you're always on it, aren't you? Never miss an opportunity.
Absolutely.
So your back's sound, your eyes are good, your speedos aren't great, and apart from that, everything's good for next week.
Apart from my wine glass is now empty.
Wow. Everything's good for this week. It's this week, isn't it?
This week, Al. Come on, this week.
It's this week, yeah.
Absolutely.
Have you had your tea time yet?
Yeah, 11:05 Thursday. Playing with Roman Langask and Thorbjorn Olsen, so should be a good day.
Good, mate. Good. Well, enjoy it. Keep my eye out for you. Back the Biff. Hashtag back the Biff. Hey, people are putting that all the time now. Hashtag back
I know. I hate you for it.
Why?
Couldn't have a cool surname, cool nickname, the Biff.
It's gone now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you've caused it.
Yeah, but if you've got the before your name, then that's strong. Like,
yeah, but it's the Biff. It's not good.
Be positive again, mate. That's all.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Just trying to be positive.
Good
right,
on.
well, play well, mate. We were watching.
Mate. Cheers.
Don't need to out of bounds.
I won't. I'm going to go and fill this up again. Bye.
See you, mate. Oh, hold on. Stop.
What?
We didn't do a finish to it last time. And then I have to go in the garage, do it in the garage, and then I take about 100 takes and it does my head in. So let's do a finish here because then I don't need to go in the garage and do it and I won't lose.
Go on then.
So,
thanks for watching.
Some very good insights. Thanks very much, mate. We all appreciate it. Thanks. All the best.
Thanks for watching.
See you next Tuesday.
And I'll see you down the line.
There you go.